when it's in your planting zone. Okay, we are moving on now to a hibiscus, but actually not just one, two Summer Elegance hardy hibiscus plants. These are so beautiful. I know anytime I've been on a tropical vacation, it's one of my favorite parts of the vacation is looking at all of the flowers and whatnot. And usually the hibiscus are the ones that are real head turners because they're vibrant colors. They're absolutely just stunning.
Huge flowers.
Huge flowers, that's right. And there's usually, cute little bumblebees and, butterflies and birds and hummingbirds and everything around it. But then you think, oh, I probably can't grow that at home because I don't live in, Aruba,
right?
For example. But in this case, you actually can. You're taking home the set of two, both colors that you see here. So you'll get, I think maybe pick up a couple of sets. I like things that are
monochromatic.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I'm like one after another.
Yep.
I'm not real abstract. So I would like to pick up two and kind of alternate these.
Okay.
So really, really beautiful. 4 easy payments of $4.48. But how today can we get a hibiscus in any part of the United States?
Isn't it amazing? So it's geneticists and breeding, and this is just a hardy hibiscus variety. And so that means that if you live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, you can grow these. If you live in South Carolina, you can grow these. So that's the beautiful part, and that's why we bring these to you, because they are, talk about that strawberry sundae being a 60-mile-an-hour plant.
Yeah.
These are 60-mile-an-hour plants.
Showstoppers.
People will stop. My mom has a hedge of these planted down a hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she has 4, just like you suggested, and they are just every season when they bloom, it's joy because of these being able to have flowers like this in your own yard is unbelievable.
Quite frankly, you just don't see a flower this big that often.
No,
so,
you don't.
I mean, when it's as big as a dinner plate or as
hibiscus.
big as your head, right, you do stop and you take a double take and say, wow, that's beautiful. Let's go through the 2 colors that you're getting.
So this is very, very awesome, and you can see how it is very awesome. It's got this deep, deep red face and even a deeper center. And so these are going to be about 12-inch flower heads, which is absolutely stunning. And this plant will get to be about 4 to 5 feet tall. And when I say 4 to 5 feet tall, I mean in season 1. Season 1.
Really?
If you feel like you are an impatient gardener and you can't wait, these are the plants for you.
Okay, wow. So we're getting Berry Awesome.
Berry Awesome
and
Starry Starry Night.
Okay.
So Starry Starry Night is such a cool plant because it's got these, blush and bashful colored petals with this deep red center. But the cool thing about this plant that I really love, that is so underlooked, I think, often, is the foliage on this plant. It's going to be almost a black color foliage.
Oh, really?
You'll even be able to see it better when we go to the pictures.
It looks glossy, too.
It's glossy and deep and dark, and it is just so magical.
How about getting both of these home on a sale price today, so under $18? Look how big they are.
They're huge.
I'm 5'2", just as a point of reference, but I'm wearing a little heel, so I'm probably 5'3½". This would be after one season.
One season, about 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide.
Wow.
Yes.
And it is a perennial.
It's a perennial, and it's a summer bloomer. So, I mentioned my mom's hedge. We had a really, really cold winter here in Pennsylvania about 3 winters ago, and we thought these were goners. They're not coming back. Well, they're in July, they start to poke up. The next day, I swear they were this tall.
Isn't that funny?
They are fast
like
growers. Yeah.
4 easy payments of $4 and change, free shipping and handling. Let's take a look at some of the images so you can get the truest idea of what this is going to look like in your home.
So here we've got them side by side. We've got the Starry Starry Night and the Berry Awesome. And this is a great, you can see the dark foliage here. Just see how the dark foliage makes those white flowers just pop. And the thing I love about the hibiscus is as the flowers are blooming, the flowers behind it look so cool too, the different stages of growth. But these are absolutely covered in flowers. They're fast growers, and you will get these 4-foot tall plants absolutely covered in flowers this year.
That's really cool.
Isn't it cool?
It's really interesting too, because when you see how it comes, don't be discouraged.
But that's the reason we can do that, because this is at least 2-year-old plant. What we've done is we just hacked the top off.
Oh,
yes,
and it's so sneaky.
It's much healthier for the plant to be sent in this rootstock like this. And so this is called a bare root plant. We've just taken the older plant off the top.
Did you already snip all of these, or do we need to do that?
Nope, you don't need to do anything.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
and we've already snipped it. And so what you need to do do is just leave about 2 inches poking up. What you can see, and you'll be able to see it better on yours, is the discoloration. Where it was growing underground is lighter brown, above ground is darker brown.
I really appreciate that you've already done the hard work for us. The 2 years of hard work. You babied that, you watered it, you cared for it, you probably sang to it.
Absolutely.
Now we get
plants like when we talk to them. So that's what we do at Cottage Farms, is we pick the best plants for you and then we care for them. Because when we get them to your house, we want them to perform.
So what do we do when we get this home?
Well, you take your bigger digger, my favorite shovel, and you're going to dig a hole about twice as deep and wide as your plant. If you're planting these in the ground, that way those roots have room to spread. You're loosening the soil around it, and that's why we do that twice as deep and wide. And I've got great potting soil here, so it's not going to be that hard to dig. You plot that very nice, robust rooted plant in, and then you backfill the soil just up to where that discoloration was, or if you can't find it on your plant, 2 inches. Leave about 2 inches of that sticking up.
And this is for outside.
This is for outside, right?
And
this
in
is
the ground?
in the ground.
In the ground,
yeah,
gotcha.
in the ground.
All
and
right.
then you give it a nice, healthy drink of water.
Okay.
And not until you see shoots start to come up is when you're going to want to fertilize.
Gotcha. Now, how often are we watering it?
You know, when you're getting your plants home now, we're in the rainy season, and so I haven't had to water many of my plants yet this year, but I would check on these plants every other day. New plants are like new little people. They need more care than older, more mature plants.
Okay, and you mentioned once we start to see some sprouting, that's when we can fertilize. And we would fertilize not by putting this in the dirt, but by putting this in the watering can.
Correct.
So 1 per gallon. Look at all these great things.
After that, this is established. This will not need water next year. This will not really need you to fertilize it much, unless you want to do some troubleshooting. We're always here to help. Cottage Farms is always standing by on phones, Facebook, email. You can find me, Katie, at Garden Girl on Facebook. If you have questions about your flowers or why your flowers don't look so hot.
They're gorgeous. You're taking home a set of 2. I'll show them to you one more time. This is the Starry Starry Night. And then this one is the Berry Berry Awesome. You don't have to choose, because you're getting them both home. Your mom, you mentioned your mom has 6 of them, or 4 of them?
She's got a 4 on a hedge down a hill, and it just looks stunning.
So you might want to pick up more than 1 set. 500 already picked up. They're on sale right now.
Wow.
4 easy payments of $4 and change, free shipping and handling. That's massive.
Huge.
Not just massive in size as far as the plant is concerned, but the actual flower, the actual bloom itself.
Yes, 12 inches.
It's gorgeous.
It's huge.
Okay. All right, I'm going to show you how we started off the show, because we started off with a very unique color. We started the week with 5,000.